All right, let's review these. So you have a blue sign with a white arrow. This is blue signs are guide signs. They give you information. So this sign is telling you you must go ahead. It doesn't tell you to go left because the arrow's not going left. It doesn't tell you to go right because the arrow's not going right. It's giving you information. So you as the driver, you're going to have to understand the color of the sign, the shape of the sign, and the information on the sign. Another information sign. It's a guide sign. It's blue background, white. The P means park. The P doesn't mean play. The P doesn't mean pizza. The P means park. So you'll see these signs where parking lots are. So when you're driving and learning how to drive, signs will be in certain areas. On a curve, you'll see a warning sign, yellow background with an arrow going left and right, left and right. This means curve. It's a warning sign. If you go too fast, you're going to crash. You'll see this sign downtown Houston, Texas. Downtown, any downtown area, you'll see this sign. And in some places, you may have to park and pay, okay? Because in downtown areas, parking is very premium. It's very limited. So you got to understand this. If you go to a downtown area and they have metered parking spots, you'll have to put money into a meter. This is it's supposed to be a yield sign. It is a yield sign, but this is a special yield sign. It's a red background. It's a white background with red on it. Red is a prohibitory color. It's dangerous. So let's pretend we're on a service drive next to the freeway, and there's an exit ramp coming off. We'll have a yield sign like this. It'll be white and red. So if a car comes, we have to almost stop and let the car come off the ramp because that car has the right of way. We have a sign. And a lot of you won't understand this and then will almost get hit. And then you're going to look at me and say, what happened? And I'm going to say to you, what happened? You've got to know these signs. Obviously, this is another guide sign. It's blue. And then we have a picture of a bike. You might see this at a park. You might see this at a trail. This lets you know bicyclists are around. That the sign can be anything you want. It could be food trucks. It could be horses. But the municipality or the township said, let's create a sign to let motorists know that there are bikes in this area. So this is a guide sign telling us that there are bikes. Cyclists can't enter. And of course, bicyclists have a right to the road. They should be going with the flow of the traffic. They should have a helmet on and all those safety measures. This is a regulatory sign. It's red and it's got a line through it. This means you mustn't enter or do not enter. You'll see this on a ramp to the expressway going the wrong way. You'll see this on a two-way street that goes into a one-way. A lot of people see this sign and they don't pay attention. You're going the wrong way. This is how wrong way crashes happen. So it's a regulatory sign. It's not a warning. It's not a guide. It's red with a line through it. Do not enter. Same thing here. Whenever there's a circle, a red circle with a line through it, this is a prohibitory sign. Pedestrians must not enter. Downtown area. Racetrack. Heavy, busy area with cars or trucks. So if you don't understand this sign and hit someone, ignorance is no excuse. You have to know what this means. This is a prohibitory sign because it's got the cross through it. This is your traditional stop sign. It's an octagon. It's red. And then you have in white letters, stop. You must stop completely. You must look left, right, left. Make sure it's clear. If you run a stop sign, you can get a ticket. It's called a moving violation or a civil infraction. It'll go to your driving record. It's not a deal breaker, but it's a ticket. So you got to know what stop means. A lot of people don't pay attention. Again, this one says must give right of way to pedestrians. Regulatory. You got the crosswalk. This is where pedestrians should be walking. This means we slow down. We're scanning. We're watching for pedestrians. We're not driving out of pocket, looking at our phone, listening to music, talking to your friend, and then you hit a pedestrian. We never want to do that. This tells us you mustn't drive fast. This is a Canadian sign, out of the country sign. We don't have signs like this in North America. So this could be in kilometers. So if you go over 50, you'll receive a ticket. So you got to know what those international signs mean. It's a white in the middle, a red circle, and 5 zeros. So you can't go over 50. This is a regulatory sign. It means no U-turn. You would see this in downtown areas, some business districts where you're making a U-turn in front of oncoming traffic. It's very dangerous. But if there's no sign there, you can. So red circle, line across, the U is crossed out, no U-turns. You should know what this means, no left turns. White sign, an arrow going to the left, a circle through it. And there are police at certain communities, they know drivers don't pay attention. And you're going to make an illegal left turn and you're going to get a ticket. I see it all the time. So Tyler's got to be careful when he's driving so he doesn't get a ticket. You got to know what these signs mean. If you're in a hurry or you're lost, you might try to make a quick illegal turn and then you get popped with the ticket. This one means you must be careful with the train. Could be train tracks in the area, could be an amusement park, could be an area where there are a lot of trains, normally not a lot of people. You got to be aware, look, listen, got the train in the middle, the red triangle. This one says you must turn right. It's a guide sign. It's blue, it's white, white arrow, got to turn right. Can't go left, can't go straight. And sometimes when I'm driving, you guys, I don't say anything. I'm going to see if Tyler is going to read the sign. I'm going to see if Xavier is going to read the sign. I'm going to see if Brennan is going to read the sign. I'm going to see if Shaniqua is going to read the sign. Don't laugh. I have a student named Shaniqua and Shaquavia. She's 27 now. This means bicyclists mustn't enter. Got a red circle. Bicyclist. No parking. Prohibitory. You're probably saying this is easy, but people get tickets all the time. Or maybe you didn't pay attention in driver's education. Prohibitory sign, you can't park. This could be in a downtown area. They don't want cars. So their signs are there for a reason. And the municipalities, the cities, the city of Houston, they may say, we don't want cars in this downtown area. You can only walk. Or we don't want horses. Or in Houston, Texas, there are people riding horses. Because I've been there for homecoming. Crazy. No delivery trucks. You'll see this sign in neighborhoods. They don't want big trucks, semi-trucks going through the neighborhood. They might crack the cement. They're too big, hard for them to turn around. You'll see that type of sign. It takes time to learn everything. So If you work for Amazon, one of the companies, if you're driving a big truck, you might see this sign, a truck, prohibitory line going across in a circle. This sign means mustn't park or wait here, so it's crossed out. Anytime it's red, it's prohibiting you from doing something. I ask you to type in questions. Our sign's pretty easy. That's a relative question. I build race motors. I'm a gamer. I build my computer. Some of you don't know how to build a motor. Some of you don't know how to build a computer. It's all relative to what you feel is easy. But you have to learn this if you want to be a good driver. If you don't, you're going to get tickets. You're going to park your car in the wrong place. Hello from Poland. How are you? You're going to park your car in the wrong place. You're going to get it towed. You're going to go the wrong way. And your car's going to get smashed. So you got to understand these signs. What situation would you cannot park a stand? By a hospital. They don't want you parking by a hospital because the ambulance has to come in. I think that's self-explanatory. Okay, they will tow your vehicle. By a fire station. The fire truck's getting ready to come out. They'll break your window and push your vehicle out of the way. What happens if you're in an intersection, four-way stop, and someone goes through? You get hit. People don't follow rules. They drive entitled. I got a big, fast Hellcat, Trackhawk. I'm going to go through. I got a Raptor. I'm going to go through. People feel entitled. So you could end up being one of those people, have a big truck. I'm just going, people don't stop all the time. It's up to you to be a defensive driver. I always tell you that. And when we drive tomorrow, it's going to be about defensive driving. So people don't stop at stop signs. A yield sign will be at the end of a neighborhood, at the corner, at an intersection. A yield sign would be coming off the expressway sometimes. Anytime there's an opening where a road will meet other traffic. Good question. Why does the bike can't enter sign have a slash through it? Because it's a prohibitory. It's prohibited. Whenever you have a line through in a red circle, it's prohibited. You can't do it. I like your questions. Prohibitory. It's not allowed. Just like a U-turn. You'll have the U, the red line, and the red circle, prohibitory. It's not allowed. And if you get a ticket, well, I didn't know what the sign meant. Too bad. Ignorance is no excuse. You'll get a ticket. Why are there so many signs? We have a lot of information on the road, such as a hospital. You'll have a guide sign, blue and a white H. Recreation, they're brown and white. You'll have a picnic table. Traveling up north, you'll have a lighthouse and a brown sign. Municipalities can make any signs they want. You're driving on 75. You're passing through, let's say, Ohio or another location. You might have a picture of a mountain with rocks to alert the drivers it could be falling rocks. Some of you are like, oh, yeah. Do all no enter signs, no parking signs have a slash? No. Some do, some don't. Some do, some don't. Good question. Why do they use red triangles for not enter, but not the red triangles? That's a good question. I think it depends on the signs, how they change them. But most people understand red is a prohibitory with the line across. And those are at expressway ramps. And in neighborhoods, you'll have the prohibitory red with the line through. Why are the red circle speed limits built different in Nowhere Squares? Because some of these signs were from maybe Canada the UK. Some of these signs are not American signs, but it's no excuse. What does "you must make way" sign mean? You must make room. You must make space. Good question. Why do most road signs have some type of red on them? The signs that are prohibitory, all signs don't, hey, she said most. Do not enter. You'll see it at a one-way. When you go driving, I'll take you there. Oh, yeah, I understand now. You only see the red signs where it's a dangerous area. Going on expressway, one-way street, no left turn. Why are some of the signs not remotely close to what some of the stuff is? It's a symbol. Like for instance, let's go with hospital. You put an H. How does a hospital look? We could put a big building and people. So that's your question. That's your answer. Okay? Guide sign. Let's go with the recreation sign. A lighthouse. You're driving. You'll see a brown sign with the picture of a lighthouse. And down the road, there's a lighthouse. So it's a symbol of what they are. The upside down triangle with no letters, red, broader, upside down. We'll have to look at that again. What is the most important one in your opinion? All of them. All of them. You got to know all of them. What if you're going the wrong way, Xavier? Oh, I didn't know. It said do not enter. Oh, I didn't know. It said one way. Oh, I didn't know. Make a left. Xavier, I'm playing with you. I didn't know. You're going the wrong way. You made an illegal left turn. Bro, you're going to die. You're going to get hit by traffic. And then it's your fault because there are a lot of wrong way drivers. They forget. They don't pay attention. I'm trying to save your life, man. How often do people need to look at signs? All the time. If you want to make sure you're going the right way, you're going to look at the road sign. Put in the name of your street right now. Put in the name of your street. Everyone type in the name of your street. Put in the name of your street. I'll put in the name of my street too. That's the sign. Everyone should be putting in the name of their street. All those are guide signs. The name of your street. Some of you don't know how to drive home because you don't know the name of your street or you don't have spatial orientation. You should know the name of your street. Guide sign. Some are blue and white. Some are green and white. Some are brown and white. It depends. If you live in a historic area, you might have a special custom-made sign. So now we're connecting. Put the main road where you live. The main road. Main road. Main road. Thank you. Main road. Put your main road where you live. This helps me understand when I see that card, 23, 12 Mile, West 9 Mile, Woodward, boom. In my mind, I know where I'm going. You're not there yet. You have one, Howard. You have one. You have one. All people have one. I believe it's also 21, 32. I don't know. You do have one, Michael. All of you have an address. All of you have a street or road to take you to your house. Thank you, Daniela. So from looking at this data, we can do a grid. So all of you are within a 20-mile radius. Just looking, 26. So all of you are within a 20-mile radius. Because in my mind, The furthest one is like 32 mile. Okay. Opposite direction, West 9. Wellington Crescent. I know where that is. Yeah. Now I know where it is. Now I got you, Mr. Howard. Put in that street. I know exactly where you are. Okay? That's a good area to drive. When he put that in, boom. When you drive, you got to start knowing, where am I at? If this brought you value, subscribe. Watch my videos. I appreciate you.